Hi everyone, Alex here. If you want a simple way to memorize civics answers, I'm here to help. Today we're focusing on American history. It's 46 questions from the 128 question version of the Civics test released in 2025. We'll go in order. I'll read the question, give you a moment, and then I'll read every correct answer option. Try to answer out loud before I do. Not sure which civics test you'll need? Visit civicsquestions.com to find out, and subscribe for more videos like this one. All right, here's the first question. The colonists came to America for many reasons. Name one. Freedom, political liberty, religious freedom, economic opportunity, escape persecution. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? American Indians, Native Americans. What group of people was taken and sold as slaves? Africans, people from Africa. What war did the Americans fight to win independence from Britain? American Revolution, the American Revolutionary War. War for American independence. Name one reason why the Americans declared independence from Britain. High taxes, taxation without representation. British soldiers stayed in Americans' houses, boarding, quartering. They did not have self-government. Boston Massacre, Boston Tea Party, Tea Act, Stamp Act, Sugar Act, Townsend Acts, Intolerable, Coercive Acts. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4, 1776. The American Revolution had many important events. Name one. Battle of Bunker Hill, Declaration of Independence, Washington crossing the Delaware, Battle of Trenton, Battle of Saratoga, Valley Forge encampment, Battle of Yorktown, British surrender at Yorktown. There were 13 original states. Name 5. New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. What founding document was written in 1787? U.S. Constitution. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, John Jay, Publius. Why were the Federalist Papers important? They helped people understand the U.S. Constitution. They supported passing the U.S. Constitution. Benjamin Franklin is famous for many things. Name one. Founded the first free public libraries. First Postmaster General of the United States. Helped write the Declaration of Independence. Inventor. U.S. diplomat. George Washington is famous for many things. Name one. Father of our country. First President of the United States, General of the Continental Army, President of the Constitutional Convention. Thomas Jefferson is famous for many things. Name one. Writer of the Declaration of Independence. Third President of the United States. Doubled the size of the United States. Louisiana Purchase. First Secretary of State. Founded the University of Virginia. Writer of the Virginia Statute on Religious Freedom. James Madison is famous for many things. Name one. Father of the Constitution. Fourth President of the United States. President during the War of 1812. One of the writers of the Federalist Papers. Alexander Hamilton is famous for many things. Name one. First Secretary of the Treasury. One of the writers of the Federalist Papers. Helped establish the first Bank of the United States. Aide to General George Washington. Member of the Continental Congress. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Louisiana Territory. Louisiana. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. War of 1812. Mexican-American War. Civil War. Spanish-American War. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. The Civil War had many important events. Name one. Battle of Fort Sumter. Emancipation Proclamation. Battle of Vicksburg. Battle of Gettysburg. Sherman's March. Surrender at Appomattox. Battle of Antietam/Sharpsburg. Lincoln was assassinated. Abraham Lincoln is famous for many things. Name one. Freed the slaves. Emancipation Proclamation. Saved, or preserved, the Union. Led the United States during the Civil War. 16th President of the United States. Delivered the Gettysburg Address. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. Freed slaves in the Confederacy. Freed slaves in the Confederate States. Freed slaves in most southern states. What U.S. war ended slavery? The Civil War. What amendment says all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are U.S. citizens? 14th Amendment. When did all men get the right to vote? After the Civil War. During Reconstruction. With the 15th Amendment. 1870. Name one leader of the women's rights movement in the 1800s. Susan B. Anthony, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Lucretia Mott, Lucy Stone. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. World War I, World War II, Korean War, Vietnam War, Persian Gulf War. Why did the United States enter World War I? Because Germany attacked U.S. civilian ships. To support the Allied powers, England, France, Italy, and Russia. To oppose the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, and Bulgaria. When did all women get the right to vote? 1920, after World War I, with the 19th Amendment. What was the Great Depression? Longest economic recession in modern history. When did the Great Depression start? The Great Crash, 1929. Stock market crash of 1929. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. Why did the United States enter World War II? Bombing of Pearl Harbor. Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. To support the Allied powers, England, France, and Russia. To oppose the Axis powers, Germany, Italy, and Japan. Dwight Eisenhower is famous for many things. Name one. General during World War II. President at the end of, during the Korean War. 34th President of the United States. signed the Federal Aid Highway Act of 1956, created the interstate system. Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War? Soviet Union, USSR, Russia. During the Cold War, what was one main concern of the United States? Communism, nuclear war. Why did the United States enter the Korean War? To stop the spread of communism. Why did the United States enter the Vietnam War? To stop the spread of communism. What did the Civil Rights Movement do? Fought to end racial discrimination. Martin Luther King Jr. is famous for many things. Name one. Fought for civil rights. Worked for equality for all Americans. Worked to ensure that people would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the color of their character. Why did the United States enter the Persian Gulf War? To force the Iraqi military from Kuwait. What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? Terrorists attacked the United States. Terrorists took over 2 planes and crashed them into the World Trade Center in New York City. Terrorists took over a plane and crashed into the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia. Terrorists took over a plane originally aimed at Washington, D.C., and crashed in a field in Pennsylvania. Name one U.S. military conflict after the September 11, 2001 attacks. Global War on Terror. War in Afghanistan. War in Iraq. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Apache, Blackfeet, Cayuga, Cherokee, Cheyenne, Chippewa, Choctaw, Creek, Crow, Hopi, Huron, Inupiat, Lakota, Mohawk, Mohegan, Navajo, Oneida, Onondaga, Pueblo, Seminole, Seneca, Shawnee, Sioux, Teton, Tuscarora. Name one example of an American innovation. Light bulb, automobile, cars, internal combustion engine, skyscrapers, airplane, assembly line,